Hey everyone, Techne here, and what we have today is a Gigabyte RX570 graphics card. Why the heck did I buy another 570? And we're gonna have some fun with this card here. Number one, I'm gonna show it to you, and then later on down the road, I'm gonna do another video with it, and I'm gonna kind of swap it into my PC that I currently use. As some of you know, I use a Vega 64, which in my opinion is a pretty decent graphics card, right? I game a lot in 1440p, so obviously when I use this, I'm gonna have to down it to 1080p, but I'm also gonna put my 64 into 1080p, and I'm gonna kind of swap them in and out and do a test and see, okay, how does this 4 Gigabyte 570 compare up to that Vega 64. Now I know there's a bunch of benchmark videos out there and everything, and a lot of them are fantastic, really cool videos. I don't know how to do all that graph stuff, this and the other, but again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up some games, and we'll have the frame rate up there, and we'll play them all with that, and then we'll play them all with this, and test and see if we can play them on the same settings, this, that, and just kind of really compare, hey, will this give or take low $100 graphics card, how far off is it from, a top notch like Vega 64 or something. And then for the final video that's going to involve this graphic card, kind of the meat and potatoes, which I'm really excited about, I'm going to do a budget build. Now, kind of covering that point right there where I'm talking about budget build and how I like getting bang out of my buck, right? So I got this card for, I believe after rebate, I believe it was $119, I believe $139 out of pocket, then you sent in for a rebate. But I also got the Division 2 Gold Edition and World War Z for free. So 2 games, or 1 game's Gold Edition is like, around 80, 90 bucks, maybe 100, something like that. World War Z, I think, is only a $30 game or something. So you kind of do the math right there, like, dang it, you almost paid nothing for the card. But unfortunately, I already had the Division 2, but I absolutely love that game. I can't stop playing it. Like, every day when I get on my computer, I want to try out some of these other new games I have. I end up always going back to the Division 2. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend you playing it. If you're on there, hey, shout me a holler. We can play together, But honestly, I love it so much that I wanted the Season Pass. And a few days ago, I was on the Ubisoft website, and I had the Season Pass added to my cart. I think it was like 30 bucks, and I was like, God, I'm not a big Season Pass buyer, right? I don't really buy many Season Passes that much. But I love this game so much, I wanted it, I just wanted to keep playing it. And I said, man, how can I get a better bang for my buck than paying 30 bucks for the Season Pass, you know what I mean? I got the initial game for free from the previous AMD promo, right? So this came with the Gold Edition, so it kind of stunk. I used my whole Gold Edition, which would be around, again, a $100 game, but I used it just for the Season Pass. So you can say, oh, geez, man, that's crazy. You know what I mean? I kind of took a $100 game and turned it into a $30 game. But still, in my mind, it was a value because I still wanted to do these tests. And then I got my Season Pass. And World War Z is just like a bonus on top of it. I'm not into zombie games or anything, but it's actually pretty fun when it doesn't crash. So, again, I look at it as, hey, I saved 60 bucks off the card. All right, so enough of me talking about the value of this card. You guys know I just love a good deal, right? But anyways, I did pick up the Gigabyte RX570. It's the 4 Gigabyte version, right? I picked up the 4 Gigabyte because it was a little bit cheaper, and I just wanted to kind of play around to get some tests and, of course, get my Season Pass with it, But this guy here, it says it's a minimum requirement of a 450-watt power supply, a minimum 4 Gigabyte system memory, 8 Gigabyte recommended. So as far as the test in my PC, I think we're going to be good. I think I use 8,000 watt power supply and 16 gigabytes. So I think we're going to be good on that hand. Now on the back here, it says we have RGB. The logo is going to light up RGB on there. It says Heat Pipes Direct Touch GPU. I don't know. Is that good? Let me know. I'm not too sure. Unique fan design where it has kind of little notches throughout the blades. That's what our MSI 570 had as well. And it says one-click super overclocking. Easily overclock your graphics card with not having any knowledge of it or anything. So hopefully that'll be pretty cool. And I can test that out. I haven't overclocked any of my stuff. I don't know how, and I don't want to mess something up. I think it's easy to put the stuff in there and kind of get it going. But troubleshooting, I'm not too good at that yet, So I kind of stay away from that stuff. So I'll be excited to test that out. Anyways, let's go on and pop it open and see what it actually looks like, huh? So now, honestly, I don't know much about Gigabyte. I've never used anything Gigabyte. Whenever I shop for computer components, whether it be graphics cards or motherboards, their stuff is so cheap. I'm not talking like quality, I'm talking price. Can any of you just kind of fill me in? Let me know in the comments. Is Gigabyte a good company? Is just kind of like Is it a budget company, or is this stuff just garbage and that's why the prices are cheap? I've never used them. Again, this is my first piece of Gigabyte product I'll be using, and I'm excited to test it out because their prices are right, you know, and if it's a solid product, I mean, why not, you know? So definitely let me know down in the comments, have you used Gigabytes and what were your results? Are they good? Are they not good? Or just kind of meh, just whatever, they're right there, you know? Definitely, please let me know in the comments because I'm really curious about it. So let's go on and open this guy up. What else is in here? They got some other stuff down here. Oh, a quick guide and then the drivers. We don't need any of that. Really nice packing. Look at that. It's nice foam around it. I don't even think my Vega 64 had that. I think it just came in cardboard. This has nice soft padding around it. Very nice. Very nice. Let's slide this guy open here. Wow, so it definitely looks cool. It definitely looks cool. You see you got the black and red accents. There's the little notches on the fans they were talking about. And as you can see right here, our ports, if we can get some focus, there we are. The DVI's HDMI display port. And this is that part that's going to light up RGB. And it wants to light up on focus on my face. So that part right there will light up RGB, as you can see where it says the fans and then Gigabyte. So I think that'll be pretty cool, right? Nice little touch right there. All right, so after giving this card a once-over, I mean, this thing is sharp. It really looks good. I love the black and red accents. As you all know, I love black and red. I love how you get the little RGB touch there. And then you also have the back plate, so if you have a window in your case, it's going to look really good in your case, you know what I mean? Now, one thing I don't like about it, again, I'm comparing it to the MSI 570 and my Vega 64 or my, what do you use it, XFX, something like that, 580. And they were all pretty, just felt very strong and durable, like the casing around it and everything. This guy is very, the plastic, I don't know if you guys can see that very well on camera. Let me, you see, I'm barely pressing on that right there. And all this plastic is around it. I don't know if that matters, but even in the middle, it's very, like, again, I barely got to press on it. It's very light, cheap feeling plastic, you know what I mean? So, again, I don't know if that matters. It's probably just cosmetic, so who cares, whatever. But again, it does, the covering on it feels pretty chintzy. The other thing that I noticed on it too, that I don't know if it's bad or if it just doesn't matter, it's like whatever. If you can see here, you have, let me bring it in. I'm not sure if you guys can see. You see the RGB wires right there? There's one right there. And you have the other one on the other side there. They're touching right up on those heat pipes right there. So does that matter? I don't know if, again, those wires are right there and there's pretty much no way, like especially this one on this side, there's no way to get it off of that heat pipe. So is that good, bad, or just does it not even matter at all? So anyway, step one here, as far as value, cosmetics, and build, I give it a win. Sure, the covering's a little chintzy, but I really think that's just cosmetic. Who cares, you know? But again, cosmetically and build and just straight up value. I mean, this thing is a win. Like, I got my season pass, another bonus game. If I didn't have Division 2 in the first place, I mean, you can't go wrong with that game. That game is like right up here so far as game of the year for me. I just love it. You know, you can play it solo, you can play with friends, you can play with matchmaking. It's just, I feel like this has turned into a Division 2 review. But right off the bat, since again, I'm not going to be doing a test review right now with, you know, compared to the 570 and the Vega 64, I highly recommend you go check out some benchmarks with this promo going on right now and just see how the 570 performs with your processor and whatnot, and just see if you'll get decent performance on it, because you're using a graphics card that's a little bit dated, you know, back then. Again, for $120 with those games, you straight up, you can't go wrong. Like, I'm stuttering here, I'm so excited about it. But hey, let me know if you plan on picking one of these up, or if you did pick one of them up with the current promo. Again, I used the 570, the 8GB version, and it is fantastic. It completely blew me away for the price. I believe I paid, about 20 bucks more for that card than this card. But again, I just kind of wanted to focus on like budget building and kind of the lower end that I can get around a $100 price range, is why I went with this, you know? So I really just kind of wanted to give it a run for its money and test it out. But so far, I think we got a bang for our buck here. Again, let me know if you plan on picking one of these up. Like I said, right now, I think you should check out some benchmarks and, you know, see if it'll work out for you and scoop one up while this promo is still active. But now, like I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to subscribe, because we're going to have some fun with this card, right? We're going to be doing those tests compared to the Vega 64 and stuff, and just seeing how this guy straight up performs, you know? And then we're going to be doing that budget build. And as some of you have been with me for a while, I'm not talking about like I'm going to do a budget build, like just straight up find every dirt cheap off-brand type of component I can find, I'm going to find quality stuff and get us a good performing PC at a good price. And so far, I got a lot of it ordered already, and I think I'm going to be under $500, and it's going to be a solid budget build. It's not just going to be this complete hunk of junk, So again, definitely subscribe because I think that one's going to be pretty exciting. But hey, thank you so much for watching this one. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up. And again, don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. And I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.